Hey guys, Tush coming at you Tuesday afternoon, end of a long weekend for me, well, an extra extended long weekend. Just out in the garage this afternoon, kind of an overcast day out there, looks like it's going to rain. 23 degrees Celsius today in the garage, which is pretty comfortable. Just a quick video. So I'm on to the next step of my restoration, since I've got the middle and the back end of the tub sort of ready to go to the next step. That's pretty much finished as it is as far as the middle of the tub. As I mentioned, the trunk portion is going to be body color, so I've just got that primed, and we'll wait for body color to get that finished off. But the next step for me will be to do this engine bay area, which is looking a little rough at the moment. So what I'm going to try to do is do this in some small sections, and going to start doing some body work on it, and obviously get it sanded down, and then we'll start doing some body work and getting that ready to get the primer on, and eventually get to paint somewhere down the line. So to that end, went out and I spent some money today at my local parts store. So I spent about 185 bucks today, investing in some supplies to do the body work. So now I'm sure some guys are looking at this video and thinking, okay, he's got the wrong stuff, or not the best quality stuff. And you know what, I know it's not the best stuff on the market, but it's also not the cheapest stuff. I didn't buy the lowest priced item I could buy. I bought the sort of middle of the road, and basically what was available to me locally. I didn't want to have something mail order shipped into me, so I've got a local auto parts store where I can get this product fairly easily. So hopefully it's going to work okay for me. It is made by 3M, so I'm thinking it can't be that bad, but anyway, I'm sure some of you might want to make some comments on that. But again, I would have liked to have gone a sort of a step up and got into some of the Evercoat products, but they're not available here, and I didn't want to order them, so I'm just going to go ahead and muddle my way through with these products. So anyway, I'll just take you through what I bought today. So I did buy some 3 types of Bondo products made by 3M. I've got their Professional Series Gold Bondo in the 850 gram container. So not a huge container, so if I don't like it, I can obviously try to find something else. There is one more level up on this that's I think it's about almost 20 bucks more for the same size container. So anyway, I went with the middle of the line. This one was actually on sale today for 20% off, which was good. The one that was the higher priced one wasn't on sale. I don't know why, because it's all 3M products. So anyway, I just stuck with the Professional Gold, so hopefully that will be okay for what I need. I also bought a small container of the Bondo glass. There's a couple areas on the car that I'm a little bit concerned about as far as the moisture is concerned. These cars tend to rust really badly on the lower front body mounts because the radiator mounts between the two pieces of inner fender, and the bottoms of the inner fenders rust out really badly because I guess they get a lot of moisture or dampness from the radiator being mounted close by. So I think I'm going to do that area. There's a few little areas in there that I need to smooth out a bit, so I think I'll go with the Bondo glass as a first coat there. And hopefully that will be a little bit better than just the regular Bondo product as a base coat anyway. So I bought a small container of that as well. Next thing I bought was the polyester glazing and spot putty, also obviously by 3M. So obviously top coat for any pinholes, whatever. So that's ready to go. So we got that. Then I got obviously for cleaning, I got some grease and wax remover from Duplicolor. I do have some of this already, but I thought I'd re-top that up while I was there. so that's essential for obviously cleaning. I got some. I'm going to be doing small areas of the car, so at a time when I can, get a chance to work on it. So what I'll do is prep one area. I'll do the Bondo in the area, and then I'll do the one step the self-etching primer around the exterior area where I don't have the filler in. I think I've seen on VW Darren's video where he doesn't actually apply the etching primer to the top of the Bondo. I guess it's really not necessary anyway, because it's obviously not going to be going on the metal. Although I think I saw one of Pisser's video where he actually did a light coating of the etching primer over top of the Bondo as well. So I don't know, it's up in the air there. You can, if you want to weigh in on that topic, you can, but that's the idea, is to do the areas around the Bondo with the onto direct metal with the self-etching primer. And again, I don't have a supplier for a large batch quantity of etching primer for my gun, and I prefer just to go with the smaller cans. It's not a huge project, so I'll buy cans as required and do it that way. Hopefully that will be okay. So I've got a couple cans of that. Bought some sandpaper, so I've got 180 grit, a couple of 180s. I got a couple 80s for the board. I did buy actually a small flexible sander. I do actually have some boards. I have some Durablocks somewhere in the garage. I'm gonna have to dig them out. But I did buy this. It's a little bit flexible. A lot of rounded sort of corners on the TR3, so I think that might come in handy when I get to the blocking stages. I do have a DA sander, so I bought an 80 grit and a 180 for the DA as well. So I have some of these that I've been using. These are just sort of backups, so I just got a few more. There's 4 in each pack. And then since this is all brand new to me, I didn't even have anything like Bondo spreaders. So I bought a pack of 3-pack of Bondo spreaders, and I bought this putty knife set. I think some guys prefer to use sort of the putty knife route as opposed to the spreader. These are fairly flexible, so I'm gonna try both and see which one I like. And the last thing I bought was just a little tack cloth. Eventually I will need that, so I just bought one to try it out more or less. So anyway, so and 2 more things I bought. I knew I was going to need a mixing board of some type. So the mixing boards you can buy are like $8, and I didn't want to necessarily go that route for a little piece of plastic. And then of course, I could have mixed on a piece of sheet metal, whatever. But I decided to just take a quick trip through the kitchenware department. I always seem to revert back to my roots. So anyway, I found these cutting boards on sale. They're like regular $15, and the little guy was I think $3, and the big guy was $5. So I figured this would be good for mixing quite a large batch of Bondo after I ever get to that point. I think the fenders will probably need me to use this board. It's 9 3/4 inches by 16 1/4 inches, and I like the fact that it had the handholds on the side, so I could sort of get a grip on it when I'm doing some mixing, or I could sort of, put it up on its edge and mix that way. So I got the big board, and for the smaller jobs, I got the little 8-inch by 12 3/4 inch, again with the handholds on the side, so I can get a good grip on it when I'm mixing. So anyway, I was quite happy to find those, and I think they'll do the job. They're very smooth. They're not like ribbed or anything like that. So I think those are going to work out really good. So yeah, so I think I'm all ready to go. I've got no more excuses. So I'm gonna, I guess, jump in and start on this. And like I said, I'm going to work on small sections at a time, clean it down to bare metal again. We'll prep the area, add the Bondo or the glass as required, and we'll go from there. All right, I'll take another video when I get to that point. Talk to you later. Bye.